Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Down to Business, a weekly web series where we talk about building a business from the ground up. Happy New Year to everyone. 2017 is among us, and I'm really happy to be kicking off the year with a topic that I think is going to have the biggest impact on your business directly, regardless of what industry you're in, and that is social media. You guys asked me a ton of questions around that subject, and I can't wait to dig in and get into the nitty-gritty of it. So let's go ahead and get down to business.
Garen asks, how to brand yourself?
Garen, this is the million-dollar question. How can you brand yourself in a 2017 world? Quick story. I sat down with a PR guru about 2 years ago and asked her how I can get people to write about me. She said, John, that era is over. You can now write your own story. And that made a huge impact on the way I saw things going forward. I don't have to wait for New York Times or Business Insider to write about me. I can create my own piece of content and put my own story out there and have people consume it, talk about it, form their opinion about who I am and what I care about. And so the answer to your question is those people who create their own content around an area that they want to be associated with are going to win big in 2017, 18, 19, 20, you get the point? So the answer to that question, my friend, is create your own content. Best of luck, Garen.
Craig asks, is it best to master one social media medium or be a jack of all trades and mediocre at multiple?
Craig, great question here. I think that the truth is that the market is the market. And the one thing that really matters here is where are people spending their time? Right now, without a shadow of a doubt, Facebook remains the most dominant platform in the world for social media, and Facebook video in particular is very interesting. Number 2 is Instagram, lots of organic reach there. And number 3 is Snapchat. And so I think you had to be spending a lot of time thinking about how you can tell your story on these big 3 platforms. And those folks that follow that playbook are going to be able to capitalize on some huge opportunities here and push their business to the next level going forward. So best of luck to you, Craig.
Sora asks, what are your favorite high converting tactics on social media?
Great question, Sara, and thanks so much for always sharing my videos and liking. I really appreciate you. Look, I hesitate to answer this. Why? Because I don't think about social media in terms of conversion. Like for instance, I make this show and it's not to monetize anyone who's watching. I make this show to build audience and create value. And I'm gonna be doing this for a long period of time. And as my audience grows, it's gonna turn itself into some huge opportunities down the road that are yet unclear to me. But I know that that's the direction that this whole thing is headed in. So, but if I were in e-commerce and I wanted to sell stuff online, and I understand that you have to drive sales, I would be looking at 2 things in particular. 1, Facebook carousel ads, we can link it up here, and 2, Facebook video. I think those 2 specific things have a very high conversion rate, and I would look into it if I were selling anything online. Best of luck to you, Sarah. All right, guys, that's all we have for you for episode 5 of Down to Business. Thank you so much for tuning in as usual. If this brought you any value at all, I would appreciate if you shared with your friends and your family. It's the biggest compliment that you can pay me. Also, if anyone specific comes to mind that can benefit from these tips, please do tag them in the comments below. I want to see how well that does. And that's it. Please do continue asking your questions, and I'll see you next week on Down to Business. See ya.